What's good, family? What's good? It's your boy, Urban Sports Guru. Want to hit y'all with my picks for Week 7. My picks for Week 7. Let's get it. We're going to start off with Cleveland on the road in Indianapolis. Cleveland's on the road against Indy. Deshaun Watson may play. And the fact that, like I told y'all, those that follow me on Twitter, Cleveland has the best defense in the AFC. The Cleveland Browns have the best defense in the AFC, arguably the best defense in football, with the way they're able to get after the quarterback, not just with Myles Garrett, but with the other defenders that they have. Jim Schwartz was a huge pickup for them. Indy's going to be playing with a backup quarterback the rest of the year. Browns could be playing with their backup quarterback, but they have the defense in the running game to go with it. Yes, Indy's going to have Jonathan Taylor back. He should be playing. He gets some snaps, but he's not in the rhythm of the offense. Cleveland's giving 3.5 on the road. I'm taking Cleveland. We have Buffalo on the road against the Patriots. Bills are giving 7.5. Patriots have gotten the hell kicked out of them the last couple of weeks because they essentially have zero offense. Zero. Even when the defense plays suitable, plays decent, they just have no offense. None to speak of. They have nothing. Bills coming off a tough loss in London against a good Jaguars team. Going to get a tough loss in Jaguars. Now they're coming back home. They're giving 7.5. There is a high number. I understand it's a high number for a road team. But the fact that New England just has a problem scoring. And let's not forget how good Buffalo's defense is. Let's not forget that. Buffalo wins and covers this game. Buffalo wins and covers this game. We have Washington on the road against my New York Football Giants. Now, my New York Football Giants covered the spread last week. I'm happy they did. Had a chance to win and blew that bag. Yeah, that was coming after they blew that bag. So now... excuse me. Giants offensively have a hard time scoring points. Eric Bieniemy in Washington, they're scoring with Sam Howell at quarterback. Now, the last couple of weeks, the Giants defense, Wink has had them playing well. And they normally take care of business when they play Washington. But this is a different Washington team. They have a Washington front that can get after the quarterback very well. They have a really good front. Washington's giving 3 in New York. As I hate to say, I see Washington winning this game. We have the Lions on the road in Baltimore. Lions are on the road in Baltimore. Lions are on the road in Baltimore. This is going to be the premier game we have because we see how good the Lions are. We see how good the Ravens can be. They're getting a lot of yards, but not scoring a lot of touchdowns. I'm impressed by the Ravens' defense because they're keeping teams from scoring. And not the 2000 Ravens, of course not. But they're playing great defense. I say great. They're playing very good defense. Very, very good defense, right? I'm going to take the Ravens for this reasoning. For this reasoning, I'm going to take the Ravens. Lamar Jackson. I'm going to take him for that reasoning. Lamar Jackson. I think Lamar Jackson, as good as Detroit's been playing, I think Lamar Jackson and his playmaking ability is the difference in this game. And I take Detroit. And I take Baltimore. They're giving 3. I like them to win this. I think Detroit is a better team, but I think Lamar Jackson wins because I think Detroit's defense is better, in my opinion, because they can get after the quarterback. That mirage you saw last week, they was going after the backup. It was holding the ball. That's why they got those sacks. I think Detroit gets after the quarterback better. I just think Lamar Jackson makes the plays and ends up making a difference. That's just my opinion. Raiders on the road in Chicago. And it's a 1 o'clock game. On the road, on the East Coast, playing Chicago. And we all know the troubles that Chicago's had on both sides of the ball. Raiders are actually 3-3. And this is the thing that's going to make me think they're going to win. Raiders giving 2.5 in a row. Devontae Adams said what he said this week. There's going to be a conscious effort to give him the football. I can't foresee in a game like this against Chicago's defense, that's horrible. That's absolutely horrible. They're absolutely horrible. Devontae Adams going off for $150 and them losing. I see Devontae Adams going off for $150. $150 and a couple of tubs. I see that happening. I'm taking the Raiders for that. We have ATL on the road. ATL on the road against the Bucks. I actually like the Bucks, and believe it or not, I like the Bucks. Why? Baker Mayfield. I like him because of Baker Mayfield. I think Baker Mayfield is better than Desmond Ridder. Atlanta is a sound team on both sides of the ball. Desmond Ridder holds them back. If they actually had a sittable quarterback, they can really do something. Bucks, I don't think are as talented, but I think he's just better than him, and I'm going to take the Bucks. Got Pittsburgh on the road against LA. LA is chucking the ball all over the field very nicely. Can they protect Matt Stafford enough? That's my only question mark to this game, because Pittsburgh offensively can't score. They can't score. They may get a big play or two because they do have talent on the outside, but they literally just can't score. They can't score. So Stafford is going to score some points. Stafford's going to make some plays. Cooper Kupp is balling. They're playing in LA. I like the Rams. We have Arizona on the road in Seattle. Arizona's on the road in Seattle. I like Seattle. Because I think Arizona's coming down where reality is set in, that this team is not really loaded like that. I think reality is set in on Joshua Dobbs. They're tough. They'll keep staying in the game. But I like Seattle to pull away because they have so much skill players. We have Green Bay on the road against Denver. Green Bay on the road against Denver. Denver's basically out of a mini bye. It's not playing since last Thursday. They played very well, but they missed so many plays and they turned the ball over. I'm taking Green Bay for this reasoning. Denver's defense gives up everything. Green Bay's defense doesn't. So both teams are trying to protect their quarterbacks. Both teams are trying to protect their quarterbacks from making mistakes. They're doing it with a veteran. They're doing it with a young quarterback. But Green Bay's defense is going to be the difference. They're giving one on the road in Mile High. I like Green Bay in a close game. Chargers on the road against the Chiefs, who's also coming off a mini bye. I like that for one very simple reason. Andy Reid with extra time to prepare is money in the bank. That's one of my stone cold locks. I'm taking the Chiefs, giving 5.5. I am taking that. That is money in the bank. Chargers defense lately has been playing better, but they're not really good. And Brandon Staley's got to be on his way out because they're messing up Justin Herbert. They're not messing up Justin Herbert. We have Miami on the road against Philly. I'm taking Philly for this one reason. Philly's giving 3. I'm taking Philly. And I'm taking Philly because I think when it's going to come down to physical play. Because I see Philly leaning on the fact that we have the best O-line in football. We can bludgeon you, run the football, and keep that offense on the bench. That's what I think they're going to do. Because you can't go blow for blow with Miami. You can't. They can score and quickly, 10-play drives, whatever. And my one concern here, the way Philly can get after the quarterback with Tua. That is a concern. I like Philly giving 3 at home. I like that game. You know what? That's going to be my next Stone Cold lock. I like Philly. Hope y'all been betting with me on my Stone Cold locks. My Stone Cold locks have been hitting. Hope y'all getting this money, because I am. My Stone Cold locks for this week are KC and Philly. Monday night, we have the 49ers giving 6.5 to the Vikings. 49ers giving 6.5 to the Vikings. It looks like Justin Jefferson won't be playing again. 49ers coming off that tough game, which they still could have and should have won against Cleveland, but they're not playing against Cleveland's defense this week. They're going against Minnesota. They're going to be able to do what they want to do. They're going to be able to. I like 49ers. They're giving 6.5 from the road. Those are my take. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you thought. Your boy, Urban Sports Guru. I'm out. Salute to you.